Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Happy October. I'm having been enjoying my weekend. I know y'all usually don't think y'all ever get to see me go live on Saturday, but I did just finish celebrating a birthday. Still kind of out of town, but I just had to get on here, guys, because I had to let you guys know about actual sale that has been running. And if you are in my email list, you already have gotten this sale. But my ultimate goal, guys, at any time when it comes to me celebrating another year of life, I'm always trying to find a way to improve myself and also help improve others. I know working in our industry, many of us have caught some recently who's lived in our area. I'm located in the Georgia area. You know, we have been through some things like having some, we call some hurricane damage. Some of us having a hard time recovering from that. So I just wanted to kind of come here and give some hope, share some knowledge that you can gain. Because I always am trying to find ways. We're in that last quarter of the year where we need to find ways to really set our businesses apart and take off in this last quarter. So even though Helene was a little setback, Milton might have been a little setback, guys, we have the power in our hands as beauty professionals to look at different avenues to bring in income. Okay. So I want to jump on today and just talk about some ways that if you are in the hair industry and you're trying to find a new way to bring in those funds, I'm gonna tell you some things that helped me during this time. So I know for myself, um, I was still able to receive. Well, I have worked with my clients. I still do hair, so even though I do classes, many of you guys know that I still service my clients, and I service them doing hair, hair loss and hair restoration treatments. But the great thing about when these mishaps come, within any changes when it comes to our environment, natural disasters, I have my clients set up in way because of the different ways of forms of payments I am able to receive for hair loss services. I was able to My money was already predicted out for the month. Okay, so most of my clients are either paying me in some form of they're paying on some type of package. If they're a cash client, they're paying through maybe better. They're getting a government contract amount that pays them out for the year. Sometimes I get payments where they're already sending their invoices. If, like I said, they're a cash client, I already have invoices sending out to them. Sometimes we get payments through HSA and FSA accounts, and just different ways, different forms of payment. So when our week shut down and I didn't have those funds coming in, it wasn't so much a big deal about taking the week off because my clients have already paid for the month. My income is already paid out for the month. And so I want to teach you guys how to be able to do that and offer that in your businesses. All right. One way I'm able to do that is because I actually do hair loss. All right. And those who are tuning in, thank you guys for jumping in. Talk to me in the comments. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. I'll make sure I can see them. And let me know what area y'all tuning in from. What areas are you tuning in from? Like I said, I'm in Florida. I'm originated in Georgia. And for those who don't know me or have just met me, I am your lucrative insurance strategist, Amber McCray, and I specialize in helping beauty professionals maximize their profits in the hair loss business. All right. The way I do this, guys, is by teaching businesses how to be financially set. And I have actually put together a whole curriculum to help us be able to have a format to follow. Okay, of getting your business set up and getting yourself in a position to be able to accept these different forms of payments that I was just mentioning that I was able to do during this disaster that we had going on in our industry. Okay, that affected our industry. So what you can do is when you've decided that, hey, you know what, I'm offering services, hair services, you want to specialize in something. Now, because we have a cosmetology license or a barbering license with the state or a state license, we are able to get listed and affiliated with different type of financial companies. In our case, insurance companies was a big deal for me that I wanted to crack the code on how to do that. Because I noticed just from doing research, some people are like, how you even figure this out? You know, sometimes we hear about it, but my journey in figuring out how the businesses are able to get payment through insurance companies was because I was doing my research and saw that cranial prosthesis service is actually a cranial prosthesis service is actually a medical procedure that can be billed to insurance. Okay, but then we saying, okay, well, what type of position do I have to be in to be able to bill insurance? Right, that is the next question, right? So you start digging, and you notice that we learned that we have to go through a credentialing process to become a provider. All right, and we learned that we could be a provider, meaning the same directory that your doctor is listed on, same list that your dermatologist is listed on, the same list that your chiropractor is listed on. We can actually be listed on in our own way, guys, and we're able to be listed in as a durable medical equipment supplier because we offer a medical equipment, a medical device. And that medical device that we offer, because we have a state license, okay, we're able to get credentialed as this DME provider. All right. And anybody like Millennium, my students, they work with me and they can attest this for you, knowing like this is what I drill in their head. Like we've got to get in where we fit in. All right. Now, being a durable medical equipment provider makes it where all we need is this cosmetology license. All we need is a certificate of completion showing that we have gotten trained in the field of hair loss to do non-surgical hair replacement or cranial prosthesis specialist, or even if you're doing trichology or hair loss practitioner, you got to show that you've been trained to do these hair loss services. Okay. So with that, and also just having your business established, and one of those things are getting your NPI number, you're able to actually um, you're able to actually have your get credentialed. That's all they need. Okay. So sometimes people we start doing that journey and we're not really we think let's just say you decided, okay, you know what, I want to get on insurance companies. I want to try to go on with Blue Cross Blue Shield. Okay, you go on the website, is trying to see how to get provider enrollment, you'll notice that there's different categories of providers that you can sign up for. And it's very essential to know what qualifications you need so you're not doing an application for something that we don't qualify for. So like I said, the same directory that your doctors are listed on, they had different things they had to submit to be credentialed before they could get on. All right. And in our case, I've simplified it to a way like I've carved out all of that, um, all the difficulty and challenges that we have when we're trying to figure it out ourselves. I've already done that work for you. So, in our curriculum that we teach, which is the like I said, the financial blueprint for hair loss businesses, we actually show you guys how to skip all those extra unnecessary steps and go straight for the application and the company that you're trying to get with. All right. So with all that being said, I put together a course where we have a textbook that you get that goes over the steps on how to become a provider. It goes over the steps on how to get on with government contract, and that's another way that you can get reimbursement for hair loss services for cranial prosthesis. We teach you guys how to be able to accept health savings accounts and federal savings accounts, which are the HSA and FSA cards that come with your clients' medical plan sometimes. We also teach you guys how to get funding from nonprofit organizations because there are just some people who, they qualify to get free services through these nonprofit organizations. There's a lot of kids who are dealing with hair loss. There are a lot of clients that are, have different causes of their hair loss, and certain companies, certain nonprofit organizations specialize in helping fund those individuals. And any of you all who work with hair loss, you already know when you're dealing with those clients, yes, their service is more costly, but there are things that help those clients. And then you're trying to really set yourself apart and show your client that, hey, not only am I going to make sure that we provide a service that's going to help you, we're going to make sure that you get something that's going to help with your expenses part of it. And that is why I got into what I'm doing, guys. And I want you guys to be able to do that as well. So the way that you would go about doing this is, first things first, you want to establish your business. Establishing your business is making sure you know what your business name is, making sure you know what you have an EIN number, you have an employee identification number for your business. You want to make sure that you have a bank account that's linked to your EIN number. You want to make sure that, you have an address that you're using, a steady address. Just different things that we take it for granted. We think that they're minute, but we have to list it. We have to talk about these things because these are things that are used on those applications. All right. And once you get all of that information right, now you can get to apply for a national provider identification number. All right. And when you get that national provider identification number, we teach you guys what taxonomy you want to be listed as, so you can actually get get the credentialing that you need. We also teach you guys how to make sure you have an MPI 1 and an MPI 2, because now we're about to be a durable medical equipment facility. All right, that's the identification we're going for. But and now once you get all that stuff done, you do the application, and bam, now you're in the network to be able to be a provider for durable medical equipment. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. So that's the simplified version of what you want to do. But you know how it is, guys. We start doing it. Once you get in as a provider, now you can start applying for claims. Submitting claims takes training, guys. We don't learn this in cosmetology school. They're not mandated to teach us that because it's a whole nother field of medical billing and coding. But what we've done here at Seamless Academy is we've made it, like I say, simplified for my fellow beauty pros to do this for yourself and be able to apply for your business and pace it. You can do this without having to hire an assistant. And if you do have to hire an assistant, I know how to help you train your assistant to do what you need to do. Okay. So for my birthday, guys, I wanted to put together a sale for you all so you can save 33% off of our digital products. And our digital products include, we have a insurance mastery training that you could look at and get an overview of non-surgical hair replacement theory. You get an understanding of what the medical billing process is and what are the various forms of payments we can accept for our hair loss services. Next thing that's included in this bundle is our financial blueprint bundle, which has ebooks on how to your veterans to get you into the VA so you can accept payments that way. That has nothing to even do with insurance, guys. You actually don't even ideally you need to have a license, but that's one of those workaround situations where you don't necessarily have to have a license, but you do need to have training showing that you do know how to offer this service. Okay, so you get the steps for the veteran to make sure that you get all the steps needed to instruct your veteran on what he or she needs so they can get coverage for hair loss services through the Veteran Affairs Hospital. You also get an ebook on how to actually how to make sure that your business is set up to be structured so you can get additional funding for your businesses. Okay, and that's all in one. Then you also get the textbook that goes with the course. Okay, so you have that financial blueprint textbook as well that you'll get. And then what's also included in this bundle is we have our digital course, our Jumpstart Your Business Hair Loss course. Okay, and what we do in this course is hold your hand and work with you step by step to get you credentialed in these get you credentialed for your business. And like I said, the goal is to get your business established as a medical hair loss facility. Or like I said, we're a durable medical equipment supplier. That's what your facility is going to be listed as. We're going to make sure that you know what all is needed. We want to make sure that you have the aesthetic set up correctly for your business. We want to make sure that you know how to you have all the templates that you need to communicate with your clients so they know how to get prescriptions from their doctor. They know how to make sure that they can file claims with the insurance company themselves, or you'll be able to do all the steps so you can file it yourself. Because I'm telling you guys, once you get credentialed, it's a whole nother lesson that you want to learn after that, which in our course we go over that. Yeah, we learn about how to get NPIs. Yeah, we learn how to do an application. But now that you're in the network, how do you get that payment? And anybody knows, even my clients know, I'm going to check your eligibility. If your eligibility does not show that you can qualify, you're not going to have that coverage. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm not just submitting claims and not understanding what it is my clients qualify for. And they know also that I'm going to fight to give them what they deserve because I know what the insurance companies are supposed to cover. And same when it comes to the other alternative methods that we offer. Like, okay, let's say insurance does not cover. What else do I have to offer to help them offset those expenses? And I want to teach you guys the path of how to do that. Because sometimes we just forget we have all these options available for them. And we don't want you sitting in a consultation. You met with this client, you've gotten a client, you looked at the client, you've done the consultation with the client, you know the type of plan they need. Then you get to the end and the client's kind of stuck like, I might not have the funds at this time. Do you let that sale walk or do you already have made sure they knew all the options they have available? Okay, I want to teach you guys how to close on your clients and make sure your clients are getting what they need from you all. All right, and the way to do this is you got to be trained. You just got to go through training, guys. I want to be that coach to help you in that. And so in our course, we do meet every 2 weeks. And every 2 weeks, we're going through, checking off the steps of what step you're on. And I'm holding your hand through the whole process. In our course, we have step-by-step video modules that you guys can look at to follow through these processes. So for those who are need to hear the lesson, you can hear it that way. You have the visual setup with the PowerPoints that you can step by step go through and do the applications together. And we also have the book that you have in your hand that's going to follow through with these PowerPoints. So you could do your highlighting and start applying on your own. All right. So this is something that you are interested in taking advantage of right now. It is 33% off of this whole bundle. Like I said, you're going to get 3 sets of items, which is the like I said, the Insurance Mastery webinar course, which is a video. You get the textbook and ebooks bundle, as well as the online course. And all together, you have everything you need to be able to start your business. It's not even like a part two to that. It's like, hey, once you're in there, we're gonna move you on to the next step. So we have a lot of successful stories that we have, and we're working on getting those. If you ever want to look on our page, we're putting out our people who have been successful with our Seams Academy program, and there are people who are like listening to the network. So even just listening to the network, guys, that gets you marketing that you don't even have to fight for. Like people, I've had clients that I've gathered because I came up on their insurance list or their doctor saw, oh, okay, here's a durable medical equipment supplier in your area. So yet that is free marketing, guys, that you to medical eyes that you don't even have access to. That list is speaking for you when you're not, when in rooms that you're not even there and present in. Okay, so I want you guys to get that type of marketing, but also when you become, like I said, become that provider, it gives you access to be able to request funds that come straight from the insurance companies. And you get to get you access to a portal. You get to go and check the patient eligibility. You get access to be able to help clients understand their benefits. If they need to change their plan, you'll understand how to do that. And like I said, those checks will come directly to your business. So now you're able to, you just made yourself on a different platform and a different ball game to be able to do that. Same with the VA. You're working with the Veteran Affairs hospitals. They're going to offer you the opportunity to just send you. Now you have access to get payment from a credit card that they're going to give you, okay, to get payment straight to your account. And we're not talking about, sometimes I think as beauty professionals, guys, we don't know the value of what we offer or what we have or what we can do. Because like I said, we have these cosmetology licenses, this state license, but we don't realize with this state license what we are able to do. And the different credentialing that we can tap into. So when you know your worth as a beauty professional, you get help with the training. All I'm gonna do is put your worth into you. You need to know what your worth is, because we are able to work professionally on these different levels to help our clients in more lucrative ways, help them with their hair loss. Okay, and they're coming to us to learn it. So when you're confident behind it, you know what to present to them, and you know other things that they can have as well to help them get the services they need. Because ultimately, guys, our ultimate goal is to help our clients offset those costs of hair loss services and help them get to a more confident self-image of themselves dealing with their hair loss. Now, even though I told you guys that insurance covers cranial prosthesis, we have used these methods to help cover trichology plans, like hair restoration plans. So work with me. I am a trichologist. I am a non-surgical hair replacement specialist. And so I've been able to use it on both. And I can show you guys how to package it accordingly so those payments can be applied correctly. So you won't be left in the dark. All right, I'm here to help you. And like I said, I just kind of want to get on here tonight and just give you a overview of what's going on. Like I said, this sale is, we're running it through the weekend. It's a limited time. Like I said, you're going to save that 33%. So you can just click that link right here in the comments, right here in the comments, and get that link. Or if you want to type the word ready, I'll get the link sent right to you. So you could go ahead and make those moves. Because this is October. Okay, October came and went very, very fast. We are in the last quarter. And if you are trying to take your business to another level, we don't need to wait to January. All right, it is time to go ahead and start implementing that stuff now, starting implementing it today. And like I said, you start this course, you get to start it. As soon as you click it, you're in it. And it takes about 3 months when you're dealing with insurance companies. It takes about 3 months to get into insurance companies. So you had these last 3 months to go ahead and get yourself set up for that. Okay. So I want to just jump in. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. I probably, since I kind of got some free time, I'll probably come in here and chat and do like a free training tomorrow. So make sure y'all stay tuned in on our page, and so you can get the information that you need. And want to hope